There is a very specific kind of discomfort that nobody talks about, and I mean nobody. It is not stomach pain. It is not a cramp. It is lower, deeper, almost like something is sitting right at the very end of your digestive tract, right at the exit, and it simply refuses to move. You sit on the toilet, you feel it there. The pressure is real, the urge is real, but nothing comes out. You push, you wait, you try again an hour later. Same result. And by day 2 or 3, that pressure has turned into something heavier, a dull, throbbing ache deep in your pelvis that does not go away when you stand up, does not go away when you lie down. If that description just hit home, this video is specifically for you. My name is Dr. Leonard, and today we are talking about one of the most misunderstood medical situations in digestive health. Stool that is physically stuck inside the rectum. What causes it, why it becomes dangerous faster than you think, and the exact step-by-step protocol to resolve it safely. If this sounds familiar, type same in the comments right now. More people are dealing with this silently than you could imagine. Let me explain the anatomy first because this is where everything clicks. Your colon, the long tube that processes waste, does its job over several hours, but the very last section, your rectum, is different. It is not a processing zone. It is a storage and signaling zone. Its job is to hold stool temporarily, sense when it is ready, and send your brain the signal that it is time to go. Under normal conditions, stool arrives in the rectum soft enough to pass without effort. Your rectal muscles detect the fullness, send the signal, and everything moves smoothly. But here is what changes that entire process. Your colon continuously absorbs water from waste as it travels through. If stool moves too slowly, due to dehydration, medication, reduced activity, or age, it loses too much moisture before it even reaches the rectum. By the time it arrives at that final holding zone, it has transformed. It is no longer soft. It is dense, compressed, sometimes almost clay-like. And here is the critical mechanical problem. The rectum and the anal canal are narrow. They were designed to pass soft, pliable stool. When a large hardened mass sits inside the rectum, it cannot compress to fit through. It does not slide. It does not soften on its own. It just sits there, expanding the rectal walls, building pressure, and triggering that deep, relentless feeling that something is wrong. That is not ordinary constipation. That is a rectal impaction, and the body has almost no natural way to fix it without help. This is the section I want you to pay closest attention to, because stool stuck in the rectum produces symptoms that almost everyone misreads. First, the feeling of constant pressure that never fully empties. You may go to the bathroom and pass something small, but the pressure comes back within the hour. That is because the small piece that passed was only sitting on top of a larger immovable mass beneath it. The mass itself never moved. This is the single most overlooked sign, and it can go on for days before people recognize it for what it is. Second, liquid leaking that looks like diarrhea. This one is critically important. When hardened stool completely blocks the rectal passage, newer liquid waste coming from above has nowhere to go, so it seeps around the edges of the hardened mass and leaks out unexpectedly. People see this and think, I have a stomach virus. I clearly am not blocked. This is called overflow incontinence, and it is one of the most dangerous misreadings you can make. If you treat it with anti-diarrhea medication, you will shut down all intestinal movement and lock that hardened stool even more firmly in place. Do not do this. Third, sudden difficulty urinating. Your rectum and your bladder share a small, confined pelvic space. When the rectum is packed with a hardened mass and stretched beyond its normal size, it physically pushes against the bladder wall from behind. You feel the constant urge to urinate but only manage a painful trickle. Many people assume a urinary infection. The real cause is sitting in the rectum. Fourth, lower back and pelvic pain. The pressure inside the rectum radiates outward, into the lower spine, the hips, the upper thighs. If you are experiencing unexplained lower back discomfort alongside any difficulty passing stool, that combination is a sign, not a coincidence. Clearing the stool solves today's crisis, but the rectum that allowed this to happen has not changed. Without deliberate prevention, this will happen again, and each time it does, the rectal tissue becomes less resilient and the recovery harder. Prevention is built on 4 non-negotiables. 1. Morning water before anything else. Every morning, before coffee, before food, drink 1 full glass of water. This triggers the gastrocolic reflex, your colon's natural morning wake-up wave. It is the most underused free tool in digestive health. Then drink 6 to 8 glasses throughout the day. After 60, your thirst signal becomes unreliable. You can be significantly dehydrated and feel completely normal. Do not wait to feel thirsty. Drink on a schedule. 2. Daily movement. Your intestines are muscular. They respond to body movement. A 20 to 30-minute walk after meals has been clinically shown to meaningfully speed up intestinal transit. If walking is difficult, gentle chair exercises or torso rotations still stimulate bowel activity. Prolonged sitting after meals is one of the most common and underestimated causes of rectal stool retention in older adults. 3. Review every medication you take. A wide range of very common medications, opioid pain relievers, calcium channel blockers, iron supplements, certain antidepressants, antihistamines, high-dose calcium, directly slow the movement of stool through the bowel. Ask your doctor specifically, could any of my current medications be contributing to constipation? Many physicians will not raise this unless you do. You have every right to ask. 4. A daily morning bathroom routine. Sit on the toilet every morning within 30 to 60 minutes of breakfast, whether you feel the urge or not. Use a small footstool to raise your feet slightly so your knees are above hip level. This changes the angle of your rectum and significantly eases evacuation by relaxing the muscle that creates a natural kink at the exit. Give yourself 5 to 10 minutes. No straining, no rushing. Within 2 to 3 weeks, your body will relearn this rhythm. And one final caution: do not rely on stimulant laxatives daily. Long-term daily use teaches your colon to depend entirely on chemical stimulation to move. When you stop, it simply doesn't. Work with your doctor on osmotic agents or fiber supplements instead. They support the body's natural process rather than replacing it. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Stool stuck in the rectum is not a minor inconvenience. It is a condition that builds quietly, disguises itself as other problems, and can escalate into a genuine medical emergency if ignored. But it is also completely treatable, at home in many cases, when you understand exactly what is happening and act systematically. The most important thing you can do right now, even if you are completely fine today, is remember this video, save it, share it with someone you love who may be suffering silently and too embarrassed to say a word, because the conversation that feels the most uncomfortable to have is usually the one that matters the most. Hit the like button if this helped you, subscribe so you never miss a video, and I will see you in the next one.